All right, hello and welcome to the VRML. This is the NA Challenger Cup Finals. We've got my co-host, Cumbait. What's going on, dude?
How you doing, man? I'm here for a good time. I can't believe these two teams made it through the Challenger Cup. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, we have Classified and Flashbangers. I mean, who would have thought Flashbangers, a new team to the VRML, being put in this position, possibly going in to the round robins in that 8th spot?
Yep. I mean, we saw some good stuff from them. From what I remember, they were putting up some really good numbers. I think they've been in the league for how long? I think 2 seasons now, right?
Yeah. But it's a majority of assault players, and that's awesome seeing how this game can evolve from assault leading up to these uplink comp level playing styles, because anybody who downloads Onward, the first thing they go to is assault, so it's
Yeah.
good to see. And then we have classifieds, and you've got Pounds, Gator Killer, God of Shinobi, Street Villain, Rambo, John Dope, Texas Hochi. I mean, some solid names in the VRML.
Absolutely. And I'm really happy to see the community engagement for the Challenger Cup. I mean, who would have thought, really, right? Who would have thought that we'd have such a revival of the scene? You know, people in League Gen saying GG's. I've been playing since season 11, and I've never seen that before. I think I've seen that between like two teams, but having people outside of the Challenger Cup and actually all across the Challenger Cup lineup saying GG's, great job to everyone. I think that's quite the milestone, I think, for the community.
Oh, absolutely. We've got especially after that con, I've seen the camaraderie of this community come way closer together. A lot more people are talking and sharing their experiences, and for the ones that couldn't make it, they're looking forward to next year, the possibility of another event for us. I mean, it really, that was a game changer for Onward and VRML.
It really was, and it really is a possibility. And what will, I don't know how to say this, but how to increase the chances of VRML being able to bring out another Onward live event is just to stay active. You know, support the league, support your teammates, support your fellow league players, and keep this community nice and tight. But also, you know, spread the word. I think from the past, people may have kind of left the league. Obviously, everybody has got jobs and commitments that they have in their lives. But you know, the fact that such a great hobby like this one is still alive and well, I think just goes to show you that at the end of the day, we're all here for that experience. It's the team experience, and chipping in and making sure that that team experience is elevated, maintained. Um, that's really all we can do, and I'm glad to hear that people have been so happy with season 16 so far. Hopefully, more to come.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to start getting into the rosters of both of these teams, see who we're about to see in this first map?
Right, yeah. We're an incomplete lobby at the moment, but classified is all locked up, ready to go. We've got Texas, Rambo, Street Villain, Pounds, and Hochi here on the left, starting us off on Marsoc on our mystery map. And right now, Flashbanger's missing one, but we're still on track to have an on-time scheduled match. For now, it's Tennant, the team captain. It's Bub, Darren Clark, and Kedger. We'll see who the 5th player for Flashbangers will turn out to be. But in any case, already this sounds like a really competitive match, and we've got a bunch of people already in the live chat saying hello.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of classified fans popping in. You want to go ahead and break the ice and get some of these bands out of the way and reveal the map that we're about to see, the first round of the NA finals?
I don't have the bands handy, but I'm very proud to reveal that our first map of the CC finals of NA is indeed Bazaar, picked by the team, some people's favorites, I think, Classified. Classified have picked Bazaar.
Yeah, they had banned Egress and Abandoned for this,
Oh, wow.
and Flashbangers banned Subway and Cargo.
I see that.
So, but this is what really intrigues me about Classified Pick and Bazaar. They've played it 3 times this season. You know how many times they've won that map?
How much?
0.
Oh gosh.
They haven't picked it. They've just played it 3 times. They have a 37% round win, and now on the other hand, Flashbangers, they have a 50% map win with a 54% round win, playing it 4 times, picking it twice out of those 4 times. So I guess Classified's been really working up on this and getting some reps in on Bazaar.
That is bizarre, like crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's 37% round win. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 37% round win.
Unbelievable. I mean, they must be confident going into this. I'm personally surprised. They must be confident.
Yes, and I mean, we did get our final 4th player for the Flashbangers, and that's going to be Vans 0806. For the Flashbangers, we do have a full lobby now.
And we're ready to rock and roll. Shipwrecked, I'm pleased to reveal that our first objective on map 1 Bazaar between Classified and Flashbangers is going to be the center objective. And it seems that they're just as eager to get started.
Yep, and
as
here we are. Go. Let's go into round number 1. Hearing those early audible strats going out from Tenet.
And just to be clear to the viewers, I mean, these are some of the Onward's best assault players, and Bazaar is like a staple of assault. So many assault players have good experience on this map, so Classified is in for a treat, I think.
Yeah, no early lines set up from Flashbangers, but a lot of lines coming out from Classified.
They seem to be pretty spread out, Ship, and they said, I'm pretty sure Tenet, one of the team captains, said that our weakness is on the right side, meaning the east. And speaking of which, they don't have, honestly, anybody there except one, which is Bub, sitting on objective.
Yeah, I did hear Tenet maybe calling out west side. Texas has spotted Kedger in the far west. It really, this one player right here has completely stopped a 4-man push.
Oh,
overthrown just a little bit. A lot of utilities going out, nothing connecting over here between Pounds and Kedger.
what a headshot.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was pretty excellent. He did lay prone over there in Mini Market. He was able to make call out.
I think we should rotate.
Seen here on 3 as well, like Street Villain has made it onto this platform and just narrowly missing Bub's line. I mean, Bub has been peeking every so often, and Street has been pushing every so often, and somehow the stars align, and Street Villain has been kind of hanging around this area. Oh, look at these crosshairs. Down goes Street Villain finally. Caster's Curse.
Really just trying to muscle through, and finally Texas, the first Classified player to make it south of Middle Street.
Making progress here, but 3 minutes 30 on the clock. They're keeping it competitive. Both of these teams getting frags, refragging 3v3 right now.
Yeah, not giving anybody the numbers advantage is a strong start to this match.
Yep.
Just to show that competitiveness between both teams.
Oh yeah. Taking a bit of a lull here in the gameplay, but you know, like the potential energy of these Marsoc positions is just so high, and you know, these Volt players on Flashbangers, they are sharpshooters. I mean, they are great fraggers themselves, having played on Assault, the Assault game mode for so long. That game mode requires you to be hot, sharp, and ready to roll whenever, right? Because that's just, that game mode is constant action. They've been able to kind of adapt to the uplink game mode, but you know, you cannot underestimate these Flashbangers here.
Yeah, I heard Pounds call out earlier that they need to adjust their push. And Rambo pushed into Center Bazaar, but Flashbanger's staying tucked. I mean, it's going to be hard the way Texas is pushing in from the west. And Pounds coming in.
That's what Pounds is best at.
Yeah.
They love smelling the different and feeling all the different textures of asphalt in different Onward maps. They're an asphalt connoisseur.
Yeah. They must have a very cushioned play area.
I feel like Pounds would have fit right in to the VRML con just a week ago. We had pretty good mats on the floor for those VRML con players. But in any case, we're here for this Challenger Cup Finals. Don't let me get distracted, Chip.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing this with 1 minute and 22 seconds. I mean, Classifieds, it's going to have to do something very, very quick. Van's not exposing to Pounds.
I think Darren Clark's position is going to be just so potent there in the south.
Yeah, and I'm waiting on Pounds. He's jumping.
50-second mark. Getting really tight now.
Yeah. Rambo. Darren, I don't think he's going to have a line on Rambo, who has pushed up to Ice Cream Truck.
Now, Bub has a C4 clacker in hand. It is placed in the blue hallway leading into their room, but doubt they're going to have to use it today.
Oh. Oh, and look at that. On objective. Pounds.
Oh my god.
Texas is on it now. Yeah.
I think it's a cap. No, wait. 2 seconds. 1 second. No! Classified!
Oh!
Oh!
Down to the wire!
No way that just happened.
Holy cow. Coming in last second like that.
Unbelievable, Ship.
I've seen like 1 or 2 seconds left on the clock, but seeing 4 zeros with an elimination victory,
oh,
that's...
We've seen Mithril be like cutting it down to the last wire in that cap in season 15 semis, right? We remember that.
Oh,
but that was like 1 or 2 seconds left. This is literally milliseconds left over in the round, and somehow they still managed to scrape by. 1-0 for Classified. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, they really took their time, and Kedger, he still was able to maintain a lot of work being in that one position, stopping and holding off that 4-man west push. I mean, that took a lot of time away. They had to readjust, pushing Rambo into Bazaar. And then Texas and Pounds finally making it on the south side of Middle Street. Just so much time was ate up. 3-3, I mean, it wasn't looking good for them at all, but I mean, they were able to pull it off with milliseconds left.
Yeah.
That was...
man, I was hoping for that cap from Texas. I thought you could cap from there.
No, you have to be exposed in that door, I do believe.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
All right,
Wow.
here we go into round number 2. Now classified is going to be on the defending end. We have the same spawns. And I think classified is a bit jealous because they were talking about how easy of a code that was.
That sucks. I mean, it sucks that Texas didn't have a smoke handy for that cap attempt. But in any case, what's done is done. And look at Pounds.
Yeah, I just saw that. Pushing aggressive. It's gonna not be very valuable for Darren. Well, I say that as he pushes up on the east side of Bazaar Stairs.
Don't think that'll line up for Pounds, but
Yeah.
Pounds has got to be careful mid-round because by the mid-round they're going to have control of the south apartments, and that's exactly where Pounds is most exposed to at the moment.
Yeah, still it looks like we still have a heavy west side defense set up.
I don't
Go ahead,
agree
go
with the
ahead, still
AK-104. That gun just never felt right with me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm sort of stuck with the rounds I have. I mean, Dub and Street Villain working on little sliver peaks here. I just went to a Street Villain view and
Hey, take a look at this as well. Captain of Flashbanger is about to go down.
oh, look at that.
Hopefully that AK-104 can connect over such a long distance.
If he can see, I don't think he's going to be able to see with the truck. Oh, Pounds downed himself.
With a nade, Texas found a kill. 2-0 KD from Texas.
Yeah, Tenet down here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think the car worked out perfectly.
yeah,
and
the
that's
car
cover for-
and that little Jersey barrier. But we have to watch out because Ho Chi is down here in the far east. One peak.
Pounds
through the-
confirmed. That's
yeah.
a 4v4 now. Hochi is a heck of a shot too.
Yes.
I mean, I could see them lining up and finding Orion's belt here, finding 2 kills here in the east.
Yeah, they're not relying on the mics to communicate. They're so close. Ho Chi is picking up on that. Checking tablet to make sure it's not a teammate. And he will have the jump on both Kedger and Tenet on this.
I think a 2K could totally come out from Hochi.
Oh,
No doubt.
absolutely. Oh,
Here it comes.
Kedger just focuses
Buck-
down range where Ho Chi's
Buckle
about
up.
to. Yep, they heard the tablet. Oh,
Oh, no
that was
way!
quick.
You could do it! The
Blast.
second one catches him. What?
Oh,
No way! He's evil!
he
He's
went
evil!
for the knife.
The devil incarnate, Hochi! How have you done that?
All up to
Oh,
Darren. He does get it, and oh. And another one goes to classified. I was trying to hear the call outs. They heard the shots, even though it was a suppressed. They were still able to call out Blue Room and make that happen. But back to that knife. I mean,
disrespect.
yeah,
Out of this world.
yeah.
Out of this world. Ridiculous. Oof. Surprisingly, Pounds is keeping up. They are leading the lobby in terms of KD with a 4-2 alongside Bub. Also of note, Texas, Cat with 9 lives, 3-0 KD. Somehow not dying yet, classified 2-0.
Yeah, I will be showing those KDs on this next round start. We have changed objectives. We're now on the far east tank objective. What are some pros and cons to this objective for Marsoc? We'll start off with Marsoc.
There's a lot of interesting things you can do on this objective. I mean, obviously the spawns have shifted since I last played really competitively, but there are really interesting things you can do on Bazaar in terms of spawns. The spawn lines on this objective, they spawn in the far north. So if you have a quick-witted, fast-shooting, quick-flicking player pushing up northbound on the objective, you could find and confirm the line inside the northeast courtyard. So you can completely lock that down. However, what's not locked down is the east side of Market. So as we saw from Mayhem and the likes of other NA giants in the round robins, they'll probably do it again in this season's round robin. But what they love to do is push the east side of Market and just confirm, lock down the cross as Volk are pushing far north. So that's something to look out for, I think.
Here we go into round number 3. The KDs are up real quick, and let's get right into it. On this, already pushing into East Courtyard, Street Villain has a line on OBJ. Utilities go out. Oh, I tried to catch that trade with Rambo and Vans in Blue Room. Now, I mean, not being able to set up because Classified just comes in so fast. I mean, it really put Flashbangers at a disadvantage.
I feel like they can still pull something off. You know, Kedger was pushing north. They ignored the peak, right, into this northeast courtyard. I think they could have found at least a kill, but that nade had a huge potential and just went a little too far and got hooked up on some pipes on a wall. So that was unfortunate. But that trade, it you know, it helps with the spawn. It's a 4v4, and you know, we've seen defense on Volk be able to lock down this far east objective before. So it's not out of the picture for Flashbangers yet. On Bazaar, they have 0 points on the board. This could be their first.
Yeah, the only thing is I'm seeing a lot of defenders facing the north, and we do have 2 defenders south of Middle Street already.
I mean, Bob, in such an awkward position. I don't know if they're ready for the likes of Hochi, this Flash Devil, if I could describe him as that.
I think if the opportunity arises, we may see another knife.
Oh gosh.
No, he's not.
You love to see that rotation, but Hochi, they have a flash available. Oh, they seem to use it. It might not have caught Bub though. Yes, it did.
Yes, it
There's
did.
that headshot.
I mean, still, Darren and Tennant staying disciplined.
One's flanking.
Classified making so much progress,
Tennant, yeah.
especially from Hochi. Interesting nade tactic from Darren. Kind of like an ink squirt from a squid. Popping that nade out and tucking back into cover, but not sure what the use for that was. A brilliant smoke onto that entrance, and I think Darren's visibility is close to nothing.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, and the cross does go. Tablets out. Kedger catches that. So it's all up to Texas.
Oh,
That was
poor Tennant.
the only one. I mean, right now, Darren, where he's at, if Kedger is removed from this equation and Pounds has this opportunity, Darren being in that position and the capping positions on this objective, being on the north side of that tank, that's going to make Darren have to make some wide movements.
I think Tennant's self-kill with that nade just cost Flashbangers a good chance. Oh my gosh, that was
That
close.
was
I think
close.
that just cost them a possible round win here in a defense on this objective. Because if either one of these players go down, down goes Kedgar. It's all left up to Darren. The chances of them cleaning up this objective is so low. They're onto him. There it is.
And another round win for Classifieds. I mean, you don't see it too often, but like when two teams just like, I don't know, it's like they're working against each other, and it's like nothing Flashbangers can do can help them. I mean, they need to change something in their strats.
Really absolutely.
I mean, one thing I have noticed from Flashbangers is they're not worried about their early lines at all. I'm not seeing that in both of, I mean, we've only seen 3 rounds of it, but I'm not seeing those early lines, trying to get those spawn identifications, and that is very key and vital to this. Yeah, they are disciplined, but they need to broaden their focus. Like, Bazaar is a map where you can really split the map in half. If you can take ownership of Mid Street South or Mid Street North, you can completely dominate that objective. So,
no doubt about that. We're not, as you said, we're not seeing those early lines that typically ones that are used by, top tier master players. That's unfortunate.
Yep. Here we go into round number 4. KDs are up for a brief moment, and we are getting into it and seeing these early lines coming out from Classified already. Going to completely stop this push.
Chances of them peeking out from the top of the Humvee is really low. They got to look to the left of that, exactly where Bub is coming in from.
And Pound setting up for a strike on the flank.
Pounds could deal some huge damage here if they're not ready. But Pounds is being conservative. They're lurking here.
They're gonna wait, set the trap. And Pounds does come through. Now, Tenet and Kedgar both have to contend to Pounds on this east push.
Also of note, Hochi did shut down I believe, a far west flank attempt, but they are only down. The res could come out. Plenty of time. Down goes Darren. Look at that. Bazaar is completely dead. All they have got left are these 2 players in the far east.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of time to play with. I mean, could they make a rotation? Is East Street still blocked off? Can they cross back?
At this point, I don't think they can. They've got that. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe they could, but Pounds is hot on their tails.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not seeing anybody in Blue Room watching that east side.
Exactly. They could rotate.
So a rotation could still go out, but with all the challenges they just received from Classified on that initial push, I think that's just in their mind that they're pot committed on this east push. And
I think for now, they want to get rid of Pounds, holding that AK-12. Down goes Hochi as well on a huge flank. Big find. Whittles down Classified to a 4v2, but I don't know. I think this angle from Pounds is going to be just so brutal. There it is.
Yeah, now all up to Kedgar. Waiting.
The tough part is that they know the kill count. Classified know exactly there's only one left, and Pounds called them out beautifully. Last guy is in north.
Yeah. A lot of utilities have been thrown already. So I think Pounds is out of utility. But this shooting and moving, I mean, it is just, that's where you want to be at this, shooting and moving. I mean, Pounds taking out Tenet and rotating out. I mean, even if he heard the gunshots, Pounds isn't there anymore. So that's just adding time to eat up.
Pounds' rotation, I think, is just gonna stall Kedger even longer, because Kedger last heard shots and footsteps just around here. So they're gonna be lingering around here for a while, and as soon as they realize Pounds is nowhere to be seen, that's when kind of the panic and kind of like the unknown kind of sets in. Yeah, wow, I really don't know where this guy is at. He could stab me in the back for all I know.
Yes. Yeah, no one's still watching East Road. I mean... Oh, no, he's on the other side of the wall. It's not going to connect.
But Kedger must have heard something.
Yeah.
That was a perfect nade. Well, the direction was really good. Even if they find Pounds here, we have a brilliant line from Texas covering the center road. So they are all odds stacked against Kedger at this moment. 1 minute left on the clock.
Yeah, and going up against 4 classified players.
I don't know what I would do in this situation. Oh, Kedger.
All over the place, jumping from window to the front side. Just constantly, Rambo's about to just say, I'm done with...
Oh! No, Rambo's got the next finish line now. There's no chance for Kedger. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, at this point...
Oh!
Missing it! There it is.
4-0 for classified. Unbelievable start to this round. I mean, we came into this ship, I think, thinking Flashbangers are going to put up some really good numbers against classified.
Absolutely.
But there you go, 4-0. Crazy.
And I mean, they must have been doing something, because they've just walked away from that donut shop on map wins for season 16 for Bazaar.
Right. Dang.
Yeah, we do have Pounds top fragging for classified with 8 kills, 3 deaths. I mean, still Ho-Chi, Texas putting in the work with 4 kills. Same thing with Kedger over there for Flashbangers with 4 kills. So, I mean, I'm ready to... Do you have any guesses on what map we're going to see next? I mean,
honestly,
it's hard. I mean,
it's hard to guess. I think based off of the bans, I think we could see a Quarantine. I feel like Flashbangers could be very familiar with Quarantine, just from their assault experience. But then again, look at what just Classified did. 37% round win rate in season 16 stats, and they came out 4-0 against a very huge assault map, that of Bazaar against Flashbangers. Yeah. I think Flashbangers may be considering kind of a toss-up, but the Quarantine is on the table, I think.
Yep. Well, we do have the new map, and I mean, from everything we've seen in season 16, Flashbangers have been predominantly a long-range map. So, that's what we are going to be getting, is a long-range map. And it is going to be Snow Peak, so...
There it is.
It has been a minute since I casted a Snow Peak match. I mean, it's just one of those that either people avoid it, or it's one of those hot maps that everybody bans because they don't want to go against teams on Snow Peak.
I love Snow Peak. It's honestly really one of my favorite maps. It's so much fun. I think I got to do more homework on in terms of like, the spawns, the timing with the whole movement updates, but I think it's just such a blast to play and especially to cast. We've seen so many crazy moments in the outside and the interiors of Snow Peak buildings and whatnot. First objective of this second map in Flashbangers versus Classified is the Far East objective, and it's exactly my favorite objective because you can do so much. Like the variety of strats that you can pull off here is enormous, nearly countless.
Yeah, one good thing I do like about Snow Peak is yes, it may be strong for the flashbangers because it is a long distance, or it has the opportunity to have that long distance, but it also can really help out Classified on that CQB. And this objective right here is that CQB style gameplay. Now, I could foresee as Flashbangers defend, they could push out and actually own all that interior real estate and actually bring the fight to Classified out in the wide open to get those distant shots.
I see. We'll see what happens. I think Classified to defend, they're going to play pretty conservatively here. I mean, I know Pounds is a big frag grenade player, so we could see an early frag, a staple from James Boak. If you have not seen it before, on Volk, you can nade the early spawn in the far south of objective and south garage. You can nade the hallway and down whoever's in that hallway pushing as fast as they possibly can, because there's also like a Marsoc reason to do that, right? The longer you wait and hold back, the longer Volk have control of the south, which makes it even harder to pinch onto objective. So there's an interesting dynamic there on Volk's side in terms of the far south.
Yeah. Another thing that we haven't brought up is the opportunity for C4s. Planted C4s. Right. I mean, this is one of those objectives where you have the opportunity to see those planted C4s rather than the thrown C4s that what we used to. All right.
We might see a thrown C4 here in the C tunnel, or as some people call it, magnet, but who knows?
Yep. Here we go. Round one. I did not. Hochi with the RPG.
Oh, yeah.
And a C4.
Into the C tunnel. There you go. That's exactly it. That's the possible C4 throw that we could see from Hochi, the devil incarnate. Look at Rambo here. Just... Oh, no. They immediately pull out after calling out audio cues in South Garage. It's it's a good start for Classified here on defense.
Yeah, push them methodical. They have some good spacing, because spacing in these small maps like this is super important, because if there is that C4, then you have, or there's less of an opportunity of taking out that whole push rather than just one or two stragglers. Like if the C4 goes right now on Dub, then that's just him. Tenet can get the revive and they can continue the push. But at this point, they are about to start bottlenecking into these little tunnels and hallways. Pound Street Villain are going to be hearing. Look at that. Pounds just not trying to hide or anything. Sitting in the middle of the tunnel. Like, you're not anticipating that.
No, definitely not. We've seen Pounds play like that before, notably on Subway. I believe a few weeks back during Season 16, Pounds caught off quite a few players like that.
Yeah, just catching off. They will have the jump on them, But just being exposed like that, you have to be quick. He knows exactly the door they're coming through. All he has to do is see movement and pull the trigger.
The same time here, they're getting pretty close to pounds. Here on the other side of the map. Oh man, maybe just stick with Bub.
Yeah. I see the north push coming in.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Oh, there
it is.
And it doesn't stop Tenet. I mean, still maintaining that same pace. Oh, the box. Bouncing off the box. Let's go over here to the north.
Here on 3, Texas could line up for a double here.
There's one.
Oh!
-2.
Man.
Well placed trap right there. Well placed.
Classified are looking so good coming into this postseason for season 16. Looking so good. 5 up, 2 left on flashbangers. Really good start.
Yeah, Hochi still has the RPG and the C4.
I think it's game over for Tenet. Oh, maybe Pounds. Oh my.
I mean, that really opened the way up for Vans, but at the same time, having to cross over 2 of his fallen teammates when there's so many other avenues.
Dang.
Here comes the C4 toss.
I doubt Hochi will be able to toss it into the room without getting picked off by Vans first, but the net code could allow Hochi. Hochi knows.
Haunting him.
Hochi knows.
Oh,
Bad
he flashed himself. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Insane. With the classified win. 2 C4 kills that round.
What was that?
I mean, he just threw it in like a little frisbee in there. Just whoop. Gave it a little flick and sent it.
Unbelievable. I can't stress this enough. Classified are doing amazing. Oh my gosh. 5 points, no response from Flashbangers. This is supposed to be like the top 2 teams of the Challenger Cup, and Classified, for now, it looks like an absolute avalanche of the most diabolical plays that I've seen very recently. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, so far, throughout the whole Challenger Cup, Classified has gone undefeated. I mean, they've taken out teams like Cobra, Vindicators, Wrecking Crew, Proteus, the team that just won the Pay Your Way tournament on stage against Animal House, the #1 NA team. I mean, it's so hard to predict these teams and what they're going to do in the outcome because how close all these teams are. I mean, being able to identify one mistake the other team makes and being able to capitalize on it is what it takes now on when you're at this level.
Right. I mean, I think I've heard a lot of people say Onward teams, it's really a matter of rock, paper, scissors. I mean, historically, we've seen very rarely teams go just like a rocket, a meteor across the sky, undefeated. You know, Classified, they're in the Challenger Cup for a reason. They couldn't make it to the top 7.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're being that unstoppable force in the Challenger Cup, I can only hope that they continue during this match and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go into round number 2. The KDs are going to be on the screen, so everybody can see those. But Hochi, I mean, coming in with that Frisbee C4, the knife kills on Bazaar, I mean, I'm ready to see what else he's ready to throw at us.
Oh, no. I've seen Flashbangers be a little bit uncoordinated. I believe it was Kedger who tossed the flash into the eastern southern tunnel and flashed their own teammates. So I don't know whether they were the most coordinated in terms of how they're pushing and when they're pushing the quick spawn. But luckily for them, that mistake shouldn't cost them too much, apart from an expended flash. For now, it's a 5v5, and Classified are all up along the center of the map.
Yeah, you do have one. Tenet is pushing down, holding that quick early line, making sure there's no aggressive defensive players pushing out, trying to push them into that long distance fight that the flashbangers are trying to go for. And it does look like we are going to have a strong 4-man push into the north. And they are going to be met by Darren, it looks like.
Now, Darren is the perfect player, I think, for the long distance game. We've seen Darren snipe just so brilliantly. This time, they're not bringing SKS. They have the AK-12. And it looks like a holographic, so maybe slightly not the best situation for them, but regardless, they do find Hochi a brilliant pick on one of Classified's best.
Not enough, too far. It's hard to get a solid frag when you're that high up on the mountain, but I think he's a bit confused, about to get into a pinch from Rambo and Pounds, gutting or opening up that north push.
I mean, that's the coordination, right? Is that Rambo and Pounds, they are synced. I love talking about telepathy that we see in Onward. It's a game that really requires that kind of, I don't know, unspoken synchronization, and that was highlighted right here on Classified on their Marsoc push. Not quite from Flashbangers at the beginning of this round, flashing their own teammates, pushing into the quick spawn. So I think Classified, it's a 4v4 now, but I really think they might even take this Marsoc round 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Dub, I've seen him making these rotations earlier as soon as Darren went down, but he hasn't pushed out aggressive enough to take on this push, but also staying out of that meta spot on boxes.
Bub preemptively nading that spot, thinking that Classified were way farther up, but for now, they're not. They're taking their time. We gotta take a look at the far south though as well, at least being aware of it, because this pinch could be perfect for them.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That pre-fire from Bub, just unsuccessful. It was on target for a second, but Rambo got lucky and got that headshot.
Yeah.
It's a 3v4 for
and
the
there's a
Flashbangers.
big chance that a cap could go out. No one's really right there to see this.
Tenet sees that one. Big refrag by Texas. Kedger shooting with the AK-12 as well. Trying to respond. It's a 2v3.
Now, Villain is pushing up to try to get into this fight.
But you got to be careful of Street Villain all the way in the far south, because Kedger's in the dark, but they're technically, their back is facing Street Villain, so this could be a 1v3 for Vans.
Is he at boxes? No, yeah, he's not in the normal positioning to where he's open and exposed. But it looks like Texas is, Vans getting aggressive.
Oh, that's a good trade.
Yeah,
that's a good trade.
I mean,
Edgar, I think, looked back, and I think they are aware of a South player. Whether they can get lucky and find Pounds before Street Villain gets Kedger, that's the question. 1 minute left now, pit ship.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Kedger's not exposed to any gunshots to the front or to the north. But it's putting Street Villain right on it, taken to another victory for Classifieds.
Yeesh. It's looking like another bizarre now, Ship. 2-0 for Classified.
Yeah.
They are unstoppable right now.
Yeah, they are locked in. I mean, that coveted 8th spot is something to fight for, and Classifieds, locked in on it. I mean, they want it.
Yeah, they really do. I can tell.
I mean,
Want to give a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. We have so many people tuning in and supporting. We've got Soldiers, Salty, Oasis, Indie Couch, our fellow caster James, Torres. We have got Leander, Skrills, Select Pie, Gator Killer, Griff Dog, Derek. I could go on and on. We've had so many people, and I appreciate you all for tuning in, staying active, and engaging with your fellow League players.
yeah, a lot of these teams are seeing, because I'm seeing some big names in here. I'm seeing a lot of Animal House and other teams that are in this round robin, so they're trying to see what they're about to come up against. So,
right. If we take a look at the votes, it ended on around 20 votes. 84% roughly voted that Classified will win Snow Peak. So I think they're just as convinced as I am personally that Classified, I think, may go 4-0 here on Snow Peak as well and finish this Challenger Cup Finals against Flashbangers in just 2 maps.
Yeah.
I think it'll happen.
Yeah. Let me get those KDs back on the board with a solid background. So here we are in round 3. We have changed objectives. We are in the North Warehouse. If Flashbangers were trying to pick Snow Peak to get some long distance,
I'll cover you for the first 2
they have not been given the objectives they want for sure.
No quick spawn on lake. No quick spawn on lake.
And we're seeing that coordination
around the
again
mountain
from
where they have
Classified.
something
Rambo
going on.
checking the quick spawn for Hochi as Hochi now pushes into uncharted territory, into the top here on 3, onto the top of this sniper tower. I think that's absolutely a brilliant spot.
Yeah, Pounds pushed into the tunnels just once again in the wide open. I mean, hearing Kedger and Dub running around. Are we about to get... I'm not hearing any call-outs, though. Just missing. Pounds just missing Dubs, but has the opportunity to come up. From behind. A lot of... oh. There it is.
-1 north.
He did take Dub. Now that's putting Kegger in a real hard defensive position, and that's going to waste more time. Pounds already rotating out.
You know, this is what Onward is about. Onward is about understanding the area of possible presence for each side, right? You learn the spawns and you learn the possible spots or just the areas in which they can be at in terms of time. And the longer the time runs, the farther that these offensive and defensive players can move. And clearly they were not aware of Pounds' potential spot there. Here
And
comes Tenet.
Tenet is not anticipating Hochi's spot.
Right. And so here again, Tenet is not aware. Hey, I mean, there's been almost 3 minutes passed in this round 3. Anything could happen. Uh-oh. A second flash. Again!
No
Hochi.
way. No way. He's playing with him, taunting him. Oh. But, I mean, smart play from Hochi. Had the opportunity. Now, Flashbangers still think they're 4 up if they don't have that tablet awareness.
Man.
Oh, that was so close. So close. He felt the heat off that one for sure.
Here comes Hochi. Oh, this is definitely a Hochi kill here onto Khadgar, no doubt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
Hochi did come through, but not unscathed. 5 up for Classified here, Ship.
Last guy's at the window.
Yeah, Vans and Street Villain getting into it in the C tunnels, magnet tunnels. Everybody has their own call outs.
Hochi putting in so much work. Oh my gosh. A trade, so that's 3 kills from Hochi, a headshot onto Darren, and an AUG from Vance, trying to contest this objective.
Yeah, a little bit early on that C4 from Street Villain. Didn't connect. Oh, is he gonna fall for it? Oh,
What?
look at that flick!
Beautiful swing by Vans, brings it to a 1v3. Still
Oh.
dangerous. Oh, it's a smoke! Oh, he shuts down a second!
Like, there's only so many times you can get lucky on a slot machine before you gotta change it, and he still pushes through the door.
Oh!
Oh,
But there goes Texas issuing out deserved justice onto Vans. 3-0 from Classified. Ship, they're just 1 point away from another 4-0 takeover.
yeah, and being completely undefeated through the Challenger Cup.
Yeah.
Just,
Ridiculous.
I mean, Texas doing work. Hochi with these, like, silent, just ninja knife kills, just taunting them, like, oh. But, I mean, what I like to see, they're still fighting, they're still pushing. I mean, Van's doing work. Work right there on his final push in. I mean, everybody is aware of where he's coming. He still pushes through the same door he was able to take out so many players at and still continue to push. I mean, I would have liked to have seen a rotation out and at least try another door.
I think Vans knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
If they didn't expose themselves to Texas, that could have been a 3-kill right there. And the fact that Rambo was outside and not inside, that would have enabled Vance to possibly get that 4-piece. Yeah, that was super, super close, Ship. If they were just a little bit more conservative there on that, they tucked behind that box and exposed their right side completely. If they hadn't done that, we could have seen a point on the board from Flashbangers on their Marsoc, but it did not happen.
Yep, here we go into round number 4. The KDs are on the screen, so be sure if you're following along, trying to keep tallies on that. They are up.
I'll be on it. We're gonna either lose it or lose it anyways.
All right, here we go.
This is technically a quick spawn from Classified.
Oh, yep. Let's go over there. I was trying to see defensive setups.
Darren does give out a call out. Flashbangers should be aware they're the Marsoc positions now.
That's a big position to have right there where Darren is at.
Classified caught off guard. Hochi being really conservative, not wanting to contest those tar shots, and Darren very intelligently backs off of that. Watches another angle now.
Yeah, and
Could
that,
find this rotation in the far south. Look at this ship.
yeah, that shooting and moving really slowed down. Oh. Rambo popping shots, rotating back, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now they're now fighting a war on 2 fronts. They heard some kind of shots coming out from the south. I believe it was an AK-5C. Classified are definitely aware of a tar shot out in the open here somewhere, and Hochi was pre-firing these Heskos where Darren is at now. We could see a pinch from Rambo pushing in through C tunnels.
Yeah, Hochi did make it past Darren though when Rambo was sending shots off. if that didn't come out, that could be very, very bad for Kedger in the far north.
Unless Classified have more utility in their arsenal, I think Darren is on track to get just one more pick at least. Because they just threw away 2 nades 2 minutes into the round. A lot of assets being lost early in the round here.
Oh, look, we come over here and yeah, I got to go back to Hochi and Kedger. This is going to be too close in the trade.
And callouts are able to come out from both.
Yes.
So Darren is aware of somebody who could potentially get the revive, but look at Texas. They're clearing the spot out. Not sure if Darren can hear the footsteps.
They're going to be another
oh my
knife.
Gosh.
They're going to be
No way.
How is he not seeing it?
The FOV is just not wide enough.
How did he not hear the
heard the
gun?
car shots. They're not reacting.
There it is.
Minus white.
And Flashbanger's got the revive, so they
Yes.
have a numbers advantage officially now. Here comes Street Villain. Big find with the scar.
Yes, even in back out and Rambo in tunnels. Oh, I thought he was way closer. I thought him and Dub were about to get into it. But Street Villain and Tenet in the north. I would expect to see more outside play coming from Flashbangers.
I mean, was Darren not enough for you? Gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
Darren put in a lot of work there.
More players. I mean, getting Kedger to come in and help pinch. I mean, the call out went out. Oh, no.
Oh, Tenet's got this.
Yeah.
There it is.
Now up to Rambo and Texas.
Oh my
just
gosh, they
coming
could
out.
do it. They could do it. It's a 1v3 clutch for Texas. 6-1 KD. I don't know if they can keep that up. No, they can't.
And
First
that
point for
first
Flashbangers
point,
right
yeah.
here.
Oh.
All good, Chip?
Yeah, everything's good. I'm just going through the chats. So,
Unbelievable. 6-2 KD from Texas. Just could not handle the Flashbangers heat on that 1 minute, 30-second push. We're seeing some brooms in the chat. Do you have,
that's what
do
I
you
was trying to
understand what's
catch up
going
on. I guess that's PG-13 of a knife emoji, I guess. I don't know. That's all I can think of. Because I saw it and I was like, what is this? What am I looking at? And then I seen the knives up from Gator. And I'm like, I guess they're just PG-13 knife emojis. Someone has their YouTube set on for
Oh, I
kids
think
only.
they might be talking about the sweep.
Oh, the sweep, yep.
Classified sweep, but it's not a sweep anymore because Flashbangers are back in the game. 1 point. They have to win 3 points in a row just here on this map if they want to go into the close qualifiers round robins just next week.
Yeah, I mean, Tenet, Vans, and Darren all putting in work. I mean, just putting up. I mean, Tenet and Vans have 4 kills. Darren having 3 kills, putting in the work on this last round. But I think this is all of the close range objectives for this map.
I think so. I
So
think so.
now we're getting into those more long distance
We could be
objectives now.
entering into Flashbangers territory for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I will have the KDs on the screen when we go into round number 5.
Early
Alright.
action here because Flashbangers have quick spawn indeed.
Yeah, maybe getting them in their element, getting them on an objective that puts some distance.
AK-12 just could not connect with Vans there, and Rambo calls out the spawn and immediately rotates. I mean, that is a call sign play from a master player like Rambo.
Yeah, and Kedger getting this line, trying to contend with Street Villain. Oh, and does take him out. And Hochi taking out Darren, keeping those numbers even.
The fact that Hochi killed Darren, I think, is huge because Darren, their whole thing is to catch those big rotations out in the open. Darren is absolutely a powerhouse with any kind of sniper, and Hochi just denied Flashbangers of their best sniper.
Yeah.
It's a huge kill.
Yeah, I mean, Dub, I think he does have a lock on pounds. He just doesn't have a shot, and so it's really gonna funnel the remaining players in the South right into Rambo's lap, so...
For now, it's a 4v4, but it's looking like a classified win here. They just disabled one of their most key players on their offense. 4 minutes now, Shib. I'm not optimistic for Flashbangers here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Kedger being able to pull off that early line, having that map knowledge. And... oh... just out of range from that nade onto Rambo.
That flash was good, though. A second one to follow up does connect. AK-12 does connect with Kedger. Hochi goes down. Bub confirms it with the flash.
Oh
and a
my
kill.
gosh.
A second one as well. Texas peeks out at the same time.
This could be a cap.
Let's see it.
Pin it, tablet out. Knowing Pounds is still in there. If they can keep him occupied over there, the tablet
You go, I'll cover you.
could be
Hochi
sitting. That
might
could
call
be a
out.
game changer.
Hochi might call out, though.
It's too far. Tablet's out.
Oh, Hochi knows. Hochi's calling out, but the rotation's too long. Flashbangers bring it 3-3. What the heck?
There you go. Right there. Just like that. Just like that.
We're going into a round, not a round 7, but
Yeah,
like,
round 6.
What is it? Round 6, but what is it called?
Match point.
I guess it's match point, but it's like instant death. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Instant death.
Yeah, both teams have to fight. I mean, if Classified wins, they're automatically moving on. Flashbangers, if they win, they stay in it to fight another map.
Right.
Because
Oh,
unlike
shit.
the normal Challenger Cup, where it was just one map, this is the best out of 3.
It is. I cannot believe Flashbanger just got away. I mean, Classified, I think they just got too comfortable.
Yep.
They're shipwrecked. They got way too comfortable.
Yep, absolutely. And I mean, and that just goes to show, I mean, the Flashbangers even had us doubting that, hey,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not in their favor at all. And then they turn around, come in clutch, keeping Pounds at bay over there in bunker, allowing Tenet to get that cap. I mean, beautiful work, beautiful teamwork, 100%.
The Classified was doing just so well on map 1, just on map 2, but just now they fumbled once and it cost them 2 points to the other side. Like, could not have asked for a bigger upset for Flashbangers, because again, the percentage, 84% of viewers voted that Classified would win, and here we are. It's 3-3 for Flashbangers.
Yeah. All right. We are seeing movement, but still none of those early line checks. All right, they are going, but not seeing anything.
You know, look at this.
Yeah.
Hochi here is basically going to go head-to-head with Darren. I don't know if Darren has the flicks required to handle this force of nature that is Hochi. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, him and Darren coming up close like this, I mean... Oh. Still, I mean, dropping that gun. You think he could have heard that audible cue?
I don't think so. You mean Darren?
Yeah, from Hochi
No,
dropping his gun like that?
No, I think the wind is just too loud. There's no way.
Oh, I need to...
Because when you're inside, you're able to hear a lot more, but when you're outside, all that just gets drowned out by the noise. But honestly, looking at this now, Darren could, as long as the onward timing doesn't mess it up for Darren, I think Hochi could go down here.
Yeah, and we still have that engagement about to ensue down there in garage.
I'll be on that. Oh, never mind. AK-12 across the lake, finds one in the north. Street filling goes down. Pounds tagged as well along bunker lane. They're still up and running. Classified down to 4 players.
Oh, Hochi is pulling out, so I am going to go take a look at this down here. Dub, as soon as I go away, they get the trade.
And it's another double down trade, which is really interesting. We don't see that a lot, and they're able to call each other out as soon as... I don't know if a res could come out for Flashbangers as Darren Clark, though.
Yeah, I don't see that. Especially with Dub. Oh my gosh. Solid down on the Rambo from Dub. I mean, just pixels exposed. Was able to take that shot.
This could be a Flashbangers upset, and they could take map 3. What
Oh!
the heck just happened? Tenet goes down a C4 from Bub.
Insane. It is now all up to Pounds, and it does look like...
Tenet was watching this the entire time, and they rotated down south to help with Garage, and now it's only Vance on objective, really.
Yep, Hochi, tablet out, pushing up, about to expose to Vans.
I got one dead.
Big kill.
Now it's
Big
all up to Pounds.
This is so tough. Even for the captain of Classified, having played so well in Season 16, this is really, really hard. Oh! They manage! 1 kill, 2 left. Oh,
And
no.
Flashbangers. Stay in it.
On to map 3 we go, guys. On to map 3.
Absolutely. Let's get some friends in here, shall we? You want to get that on coming in?
Huh?
Get our friend to come in. Bring it back to the LAN event. status.
I reached out, but right now it's radio quiet. I think after a quick break and maybe on map 3 we'll see our close friend.
All right, solid matchup coming out from this. Texas being top fragger on the classified with 7 kills, 4 deaths. Van's top frag for Flashbangers with 6 kills, 3 deaths, but you can't leave Tenet out with that cap over
Right.
here
Absolutely
on
not.
Snow Peak to stay in the fight
Oof.
on this finals. We'll be back. Stand by.
There's Taquito again, flying out, rifle in hand, catches 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Big Bruce right on top, listen. And there's a double kill that comes in from Cozy. Get to the EMP inside. Oh my god! No! That's 5, 4, 3.
Onward. It's a 5v5 game. When you bring a drone, it's a 5.5v5 game. On a map like Downfall, you go to positions to identify them early. If you take these outside angles, they're not going to be looking for that. The longer you keep it alive, the more information you give in the team. Guess what? I'm betting. Hey, my name's Kale, and this is how you drone.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
And welcome back, folks. We're still in it. We're now on map number 3. Chum, you want to give up the ghost on what it is?
It's Suburbia, folks. Suburbia confirmed. Classified starting off here on Marsoc. It's a very familiar roster from map 1 and 2. Texas, Rambo, Street Villain, Pounds, and Hochi coming in for the left side.
Yes, and we are starting on this south tank objective in Suburbia. This is one of those more difficult objectives because you have to watch both north and south side of the tank. You can cap
Right.
on both sides, so you can't depend on staying in that Volk spawn house or even pushing into center house and being able to maintain all capping positions. You
And
need
if
to
you-
separate.
And if you do push center house, you have to look at the rotation onto the south side of the tank, right? So you need to expose yourself a little bit more than most people would be usually comfortable with.
Yes, 100%. And I mean, I don't know what to expect. I mean, Classified coming in strong, pushing how many rounds did they win before they finally
won
allowed Flashbanger?
7 rounds straight, uncontested, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, and then against all odds, I mean, back up against the wall, they come through, clean house, and push a cap. I mean, we've seen some phenomenal plays coming from both teams, going back to Bazaar where Texas comes in clutch with milliseconds left,
Right.
getting that final kill for the win. And then Flashbangers coming together to get the cap. I mean, insane gameplay from both teams. We are about to be starting.
And we're seeing some incredible reactions from the viewers here as well. Select Pie saying oof, Miggy saying no way. So yeah, that was an unbelievable finish to map 2. On to map 3 though.
Yeah, getting all these viewers immersed like this, I mean, that's what I like to see. Like, oh, Darren taken out down in Texas real quick.
Hochi.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What are they doing? Oh, what?
That was... I don't know what was seen, if he was shooting at elbows.
I guess Hochi doesn't like chicken wings.
Yeah.
For the viewers who may not be aware, chicken wing, it's Chip, you explain it.
Yeah. So a chicken wing is when you are holding your gun and your arm sticks out so far you expose yourself prematurely.
And your elbow, you know, okay, there's a confirm 2 kills there on mid as we were talking about chicken wings, but a third!
Oh my god. Rambo just swinging up on Tenet with ease.
This is a cap. There's no way.
Oh.
No! This could have been a cap for Hochi.
Yeah.
They let that go completely, Chip.
Oh, I did that. All right, yeah. I mean, Rambo just pushing in and just making easy work for that match. I mean, insane.
I really still can't understand how Hochi got that kill onto Darren. Unbelievable find there on lane 1. I guess they were a little shook up from that double flash, but jeez. Brutal work from Hochi there.
Yeah. Yeah, but on that chicken wing, it's when you're holding your gun up and your arm exposes and exposes that leading edge. So the other person you're about to contend that corner with or that threshold, you expose your elbow and you give away your position. That's what the chicken wing is.
Yeah, absolutely. But somehow, Hochi's got that under lockdown in VR.
Yeah.
0 kills from Flashbangers that first round. I think Classified, they're starting to make that snowball roll down the hill. They've got that momentum. All they got to do is just keep it and keep Flashbangers from even getting a single kill just like that on round 1.
You know what? I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket, but I mean, Flashbangers, made diamonds with the amount of pressure they were under coming at the end of map 2 and just coming out like that. Insane.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, in round number 2, here we go. KDs are posted on the screen. Let me get a good background. A lot of utilities real quick off the rip. So, and with this, these players know what spawns, so it's either going to be lane 3 or lane 1. And like if anybody were to push into lane 4 right there, it would have been devastating for them.
I don't know if you heard, but that was 4 nades detonated and thrown in the first 30 seconds.
Yes. Well, I saw 3 of them.
No, there were 4, believe me.
Well, no, 3 of them landed at the end of lane 3 in the south side. I mean, like, if anybody were to push from bulk into lane 4, it would have rocked their world. But, I mean, like, some of these older players, they still have that muscle memory. I'm not pushing west side because of the pre-fires back from season 11, 12, and so forth, when that was a very meta thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
I
think you mean the east, right?
Yeah, the east side. Sorry, the east side.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean.
Like, still to this day, like, I know there's a very slim chance I'll get pre-fired, but still, I don't like pushing it.
I don't. It makes my skin crawl every time.
Yeah, everything, a lot of utilities, hot and fast, off the rip, and then they pulled that e-brake and just slammed to a stop. Ooh, Dub, and who was that? Texas.
Top 4 left window.
Yeah.
Should have a good peek.
Flashbangers are really taking their time. They want to find at least one kill before they move any farther, but Classified, they're just not giving in. Pounds in such like a very hard to pinpoint down position among the bushes there north of center. That's going to be a tough one, but we're nearly approaching the halfway point and 0 kills, 5v5 still.
Yeah, Hochi in a very prominent
Oh,
position.
sorry, Hochi, not Pounds. Sorry, Hochi.
Yeah, Hochi, I mean, in that position right there, can rock Flashbanger's world for sure.
They are clipping, though, so they got to be careful.
Yeah. Oh,
They're clipping through the fence.
Yeah, could Darren see that? Yes.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh.
No, they weren't looking.
Hochi barely missing Kedger. I mean, the laser was on his head.
Oh, Darren could see, but they're not looking at the moment. Take a look here on 3. Ochi's been clipping this entire time, and Darren.
Yep, there it is.
Off.
Still trying to get a piece. I mean, Texas sending Kedger to the tent, one shot, and that was a bit fast. But Hochi does take out Vans, pushing out. He did get a call out.
I shot one lane 1, but he's only down.
Darren calling out a down, but I'm not seeing anything. Did you
Hochi
see?
will hear these footsteps. Oh, Hochi's got to lock in.
Right here on Dubs. I mean, if they knew exactly where that spot was, it could be pre-fired. Oh, it could be pre-fired, shooting through the fence.
What a rotation by Hochi.
Yeah, I just
That
followed
flash.
that.
Yeah, that flash, a little bit directionless from my point of view, but they did rotate brilliantly there. Could find Darren if they rotate back north.
But now, I mean, as these maps change, so do placements and strats. I mean, just like this, you're starting to see more and more of this where they're shooting under this truck on lane 1. And it looks like that's what Pounds and Darren and possibly Rambo are about to be battling.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Pounds fighting under the truck. It's all up to Tenet. I think Darren was still able to call out Street Villain, but it wasn't enough. He couldn't get an eye. Those are some hard windows to see Volt players in.
Very difficult. Well, we're looking here at the polls, the ratings, and it looks like people have some confidence in Flashbangers, but significantly more confidence in Flashbangers than before. But right now it's 2-0. Flashbangers have only been able to get a single kill during this entire map of Suburbia, compared to Classified, who've consistently come out all 5 alive, and until now 4 alive. So
Yeah, I mean, I think flashbangers are trying to readjust and find their groove again. I mean, right now they've only sent one person to the tent in these 2 rounds.
Right.
I mean, it could be just finding their groove. I do not know. I mean, it's still too early to tell, in my opinion. After what I saw in map 2, it's still
exactly.
it's too hard to tell.
Still too early. We got 40 people watching, Ship. How do you feel?
Pretty good. I mean, a lot of these teams are going to be seeing what they have to go against in the round robins,
right.
and or if they're just the fans trying to watch their favorite players and favorite teams.
I'd like to go with the latter. I think we've got some classified fans, some Flashbangers fans tuning in.
Oh, absolutely. All right, here we go into round 3. KDs are on the screen. Oh. Looks,
Center objective. This is going to be a really tough one now, Ship. I don't know if Classified are particularly liking. Whoa!
I followed the wrong utility.
Downing 2 is huge, but Flashbangers are still in the game. It's a 5v5 game right now.
Yeah, and it looks like they've got everybody posted up right up in center house besides Bub.
And Darren, yeah. I really like this defense, Shep. Like, Bub can control basically everything in the east, and Darren can get the refrag of anybody who tries to push in, like Ho Chi here in the far south. So I think this is a really good defense as long as middle stands strong.
I mean, if they keep bounding like they do, Classified, and they overstimulate Darren, yes, that could be issues. Like, I mean, you have Pounds, Texas, and Ho Chi coming from 3 different areas on the map. I mean, it's kind of hard to defend that.
I think this defense is really brilliant. I mean, oh, down goes Tenet. Ho Chi in the south. Where's Darren when you need him?
Yeah, I think he realized what's going on. He has rotated and got to stand up to try to get a better line. Oh, he does take out Texas. And Pounds taking shots onto Darren. He did call out Ho Chi in lane 1, though.
Fans. Oh my god, Bubba double killed. Lane 3 secured. Classified 2v4 now. Flashbangers have a numbers advantage.
Oh, right here. Is he going to rotate in? Yes, he does.
3K from Bub.
Darren already rotating. Ho Chi pushing in the backyard.
How has Ho Chi gotten away with this rotation far south? Nobody was watching.
Yeah,
this.
Darren rotated in. Now he's in a bind. Oh, and flashed.
Oh, Darren! Oh my gosh. That was out of this world.
I mean, Darren acknowledging that he knew he had one on lane 1, one in lane 2 on the house side, in the center side, and then I wasn't 100% if he knew where Pounds was. But him crawling back into garage to where he could stand up and have that better vantage point to take out Texas like that, and then just rotate around. Ho Chi thought he was still in garage, and when he rotated
Right.
back there, I mean, that's how he was able to put himself into a bind like that. But Dub in lane 3, that 3-piece, I mean, super clean.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Flashbangers came away with a win there. Wow.
Yeah.
Whew. 43 viewers now. We're all on the edge of our seats, Shipwrecked, trying to understand whether Flashbangers have it in them to come back from like a huge, unstoppable, what was it, like 7-round win straight?
Yep.
Right? Bizarre and Snowpeak. Classified, the pressure is on them now, right? Because Flashbangers, they've got something going for them here on Suburbia.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sitting here going through the chat, talking about wings. Everybody started remembering the con.
Everybody's hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it made Jake from Skate Farms and Select Pie hungry. All right.
As would anybody.
Here we go, round 4. We do have KDs on the screen. Dub and Darren doing work.
Flashbangers definitely hyping them up. 3 nades. What a volley!
Oh, look at that. Taking Texas down.
And
Rambo.
going for the res onto Texas could throw off the timing for this middle objective.
And Ho Chi right here in this lane 1, but watching lane 2 and 3.
So this
Or-
is basically like the inverse of Bub's position when
Yep.
Bub was defending this objective, which is brilliant. This time, they don't want to do it on lane 3, they want to do it on lane 1 and 2.
And, I mean, he rolled the dice correct. I mean, you have 3 Flashbangers pushing lane 1. Now is Flashbangers going to be able to set themselves up for the refrag if Ho Chi is able to take out one of these players. And having those just lightning fast reflexes. And Ho Chi maintaining discipline, I mean...
Wow. Bub loves lane 3.
Oh.
Texas loves lane 1. Here comes Vans.
Yeah, this, if Ho Chi swings around on Vans...
I mean, surely Tennis got the refrag, right? But Vans, I think, might have been keeping stealth this entire time. Or not. Uh-oh. Or not.
Yeah, I mean, the shots going out and call-outs. Yeah, no, Texas... Okay, no, I thought Texas was down. Oh, what? Just slayed.
Good C4 toss from Pounds.
Yeah.
That was a good one, but didn't catch
A
anybody.
little early. I mean, Ho Chi rotated out, and Vans and Tenet were fully prepared for that. I mean, that's how these players are on their toes. They're ready.
Look at this rotation by Pounds. I mean, I feel like Flashbangers at the moment feel so comfortable after killing Ho Chi, and Pounds peeking out, peekaboo like a jack-in-the-box, finding one, and immediately tucking back in. Really good move by the captain there. 3v3.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Pounds do it time and time and time again. Shoot and rotate. Keep them guessing. I mean, a lot of these players have been playing Onward for a very long time, like years. So a lot of players out there can hear a gunshot and say, oh, that came from this location. And Pounds just throws a wrench into that.
2 minutes left. I mean, the defense is pretty condensed onto the objective here in center house. So Flashbangers don't have the craziest workload ahead of them, but Pounds for sure is a deadly force of nature 3-1 KD at the moment.
Yes, I mean, Kegger over here in pushing lane 4, already on the south side. He is going to expose to that just window nobody likes on Marsoc trying to push this.
Oh, Pounds might peek this. Oh, there it is.
And that
Big
teamwork.
find.
90 seconds. Calling it out. Dub and Tenet are pushing in.
Hear him, another one coming lane 4 to carport. I can hear him.
Beautiful call out from Rambo. Somehow heard Bub walking the stealth walk just
Yeah,
not
it's
exact enough.
it's that
No.
that footsteps.
One lane one.
Oh,
Watch out, Pounds, watch out. Stay diligent, guys. 1 minute, 60 seconds.
Uh-oh.
here we go. Oh my
pull it
gosh.
Inside.
Where's Tenet? Tenet's being too conservative.
Yes, I mean,
less than 50 seconds. Where's the captain of Flashbangers? It's a 2v2.
40 seconds. Here comes the beat.
Rambo being on top of this. Oh, Tenet
So
has
what do
to
you want?
move. Tenet has to
30
move.
seconds.
The audible cues go out. He is aware, and
What are they doing? What? No. Shipwreck Tenet just pushed that blindly.
yeah, I mean, just
Oh,
went up.
no.
I guess he didn't think that there were two people up there. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of. I mean, because he
where
was
else would they be
Well-
on objective?
well,
Man, that
if
sucks.
they're making loud call outs like that, being
Right.
verbal like that, I could take that as, hey, they're giving comms, so that person's not with them. That's the only logical thing I can think of.
Man, that sucks. I really wanted Flashbangers to bring it 2-2, but Classified, they are 1 point away from closing out this final. This Challenger Cup final. Just so close. Bub putting in so much work.
Yeah.
Back-breaking work. 6-3 KD. Top fragging the entire lobby at the moment.
Just, I don't know. We're gonna
Man,
see.
that was disappointing. Dang it. Hopefully, Flashbangers can keep up. As you said, they are able to make diamonds out of incredible pressure, and right now they are in. the spotlight is on them. This is their moment to clutch it up. 1-3 against Classified on Suburbia.
Yep. Now we have changed objectives to that lane 4 objective. I mean, if anybody's seen that massive upset with XCOM and Proteus in this Challenger Cup, 30 seconds into the map, it was over because XCOM was able to get to objective and send the uplink. Insane.
I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if we've got the magic fingers of Classified. Oh, a little bit of a round reset.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. We can get time to show the
Any replays?
yeah, absolutely.
Take a look at those. But yeah, I don't know if we have that magical fingers of XCOM cappers here on Classified versus Flashbangers, but my goodness, is this objective so dangerous? I mean, take a look at these replay, folks.
Yep.
Oh. Yeesh. Brutal stuff from Bub there. Jeez.
Yeah, doing work consistently. And here we are going into round number 5. Oh, there's the KDs up. Utility going out on lane 4, but nothing connects. More utility.
I mean, I see flashbangers like to throw nades, but we haven't seen any of them really be effective. We've seen a couple downs, but nothing too significant in my opinion. Oh.
Yeah, same thing with the C4. All I see is a lot of points, but look at Hochi's line right here. Allowing that little sliver.
A mind-bendingly good angle right there
Yeah.
from Hochi.
And Dub still still working, getting 1 kill already, bringing it to a 4-5. And Hochi just lined up, waiting.
Bub is doing really good being conservative. I mean, they cannot overpeak this. They're the only one on objective. If lane 4 dies, it's all over. Vans has no idea. Pounds is shooting at them. Street Villain does hear that tar shot right in front of them here on 3. And now Vans is fighting a war on multiple fronts.
Oh, I thought
Oh.
Dub was about to start. Oh. The one opportunity Dub had to jump out has passed. He's itching.
Ooh. Darren does find one south of lane 1. For now, Flashbangers, despite losing Vans, they're in a 4v3, possibly a 4v2, confirmed 4v2.
Now the tide. Oh my gosh, that was big.
Only one up.
Bub, Nerves of Steel, facing against the almighty Hochi, and single-handedly brings Flashbangers into a 4 versus 1, and they should be able to pull away with 1 more point.
It's that pressure. Making
Diamonds.
diamonds. Making
Diamonds,
diamonds.
I'll lift up the Street Villain. I don't see...
And Tenet has a
bad
solid
chance
line
here.
on him.
Exactly. Not looking good for Street Villain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Oh. No way. The one spot Tenet didn't look at. Oh, there it is.
And we do have a second win for Flashbangers.
I want to see round 7, Chip. I'm
Yeah.
hoping. I mean, Flashbangers, if they can come out with a cap here on Burning Objective, we'll have an XCOM moment, right?
Yeah.
But as long as
absolutely.
they get the team elimination against Classified, we should be able to reach round 7. It's just getting so darn close. 46 people tuning in live with us. Total of 200 views so far. Everybody is biting their nails, edge of their seats, trying to understand who's going to go into the 8th spot for the round robins of NA.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pressure. Everybody's watching them. Everybody right now is trying to see who they're rooting for in this round robin. And I mean, if Flashbangers can come through with this cap, I mean, there'll be someone I would like to watch. I mean, they make
Absolutely.
it so entertaining, and it's like the wave of emotions that's like, oh my gosh, like, that could be their play style. Hey, you know what? Let's give them the first map. Let's give them complacency, or let's lead them to complacency. And I don't know. Like, I have no idea. But this is a very interesting match, a very confusing match.
Yeah.
Even from the map picks from Classified.
Right. I mean, 4-0 on Bazaar, one of their worst maps, stats-wise. 4-0. Flashbangers 3-1 on Snow. Well, losing 1-3 against Classified on Snow Peak, coming out on top 4-3. Yeah, and hopefully they can do it again here, bring us to round 7. 3 3 on Suburbia.
Here we go. Round number 6. KDs are on the board. Dub pushing through with crazy high numbers. 8-3 top frag for the map. Let's get into it.
I mean, Bub is not a name that a lot of uplink players know of, but they're certainly making a name for themselves here. 8-3 against the Alexa Classified is spectacular work.
Yeah, not getting the same setup as what XCOM had to get that quick cap, but coming in and owning lines and just sitting there anticipating this aggression.
Classified, they like having somebody pushed out. Street Villain literally taking the same exact spot that Vans took just a round ago. Rambo slightly offset off of objective behind APC. So this is a slightly different configuration, but the spirit's there. Very similar defense styles between Classified and Flashbangers here on Burning.
Yeah, I mean, knowing how much work they're about to have to put in, they are being a little bit more careful. Both teams, I mean, Classified recognizing Flashbangers as someone, hey, they're contending. They've already, we've let our guard down once and they took map 2. Let's not do it again for map 3. Flashbangers being in the pressure of, if they lose this match or this round, they're done for the season. It's a lot of pressure for both teams right now.
At the moment, I think Classified's secret weapon is Hochi at the moment. Hochi is such a potent spot here on 3. It can do so much on this objective. As long as... Oh, what a trade!
And Kedger is just downed. They do have one. Well, they did have one in lane 3. Last I checked. They are rotating for the revive, it looks like.
Hochi's position is really good late round, but Hochi has to stay alive for that long. That's the real kicker.
Yeah. But Hochi has been able to pull off some massive plays in this matchup tonight. I mean, the C4 Frisbee, the knife kills. I mean, not 1, 2 knife kills. I mean, just taunting them. So, the revive does go out. Flashbangers has the numbers advantage. But I am watching Hochi's line right now, and it can be very devastating for Vans. Now, if Tenet does push up, he does have to contend with Pounds and Texas. And Rambo.
Yeah, I think Rambo is frankly the should be the first engagement here.
Yes.
They're so exposed. As long as Tenet doesn't peek too far under the truck in front of them, I don't know if Pounds can see them behind the tires. Oh, Rambo decides to rotate off Flash onto the playground. I don't know if they could hear that rotation from just the footsteps. I think they're too far.
Rambo saw it, and you could hear the disappointment in his voice when he yelled, "Don't." Oh. Where was that?
I don't know where the heck that C4 was.
I have no idea as well. Like, I was just over here looking.
Oh, Kedger finally confirmed there on lane 3, right next to the Humvee. Oh man, Hochi must have heard that smoke go out.
Yep.
He knows somebody's close here on lane 2. Flash out.
Oh, look at
good.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
The nade is gonna get him. What?
Oh, you know what? I bet it's that curb.
It's the ledge, yeah.
Yep. Texas stopping Vans. Hopefully that makes up
for Pounds' sin of the TK. Bub just so close. I mean, I don't know, a 2v3. Oh, they get the revive 2v4. It's looking very tough for Flashbangers.
Oh,
Again,
look
folks,
at that.
just one more round, and it could be all over. Oh, down they go. It's 4-2. You there?
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. Classified, they
Unbelievable.
finally take it. They have won the Challenger Cup final here in North America, and they will go on to the top 8 teams in the closed qualifiers. Jeez.
Yeah, solid work from both teams. I mean, Dub still pushing out a lot of numbers. Tenet getting a cap. But, I mean,
Whew.
Classified just coming out on top. I mean, Hochi with the knife kills, the C4 kills, Texas just being there and putting rounds downrange accurately, consistently throughout the whole match. I mean, that's what when they all come together. I mean, that's what it is.
Coordination, a valiant, a very noble attempt from Flashbangers. They've come such a long way from being an assault team.
Oh,
and
I had a frog.
You know, being an assault team, and they've shown such great work here in Uplink. But tonight they were defeated. Classified go on to the round robin, the closed qualifiers.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for everybody for watching. I mean, we do have more. The round robin start when?
Next week on Saturday.
So we will be coming back with more VRML Onward action. And it's just more intense right now. We have the top 7 plus now Classified, who was ranked 10th throughout the normal season. So right there, out of range, but they fought hard and made it into the round robin. So that should be a good fight right there.
The top 7 in North America got the golden ticket from Willy Wonka himself, but it was Classified that put their blood, sweat, and tears into snagging one more ticket. And yeah, next week, folks, buckle up, because next week is going to be really intense. The round robins, the Chocolate Factory, will be a blast to watch.
Yes, it will, and should be available. I'm not on call, so I'll be good. So hopefully we'll try to get all those matches. I know Chum does a lot of work behind the scenes that y'all don't see, but man, I want to thank you for everything you've done this season, and really pushing us to be able to bring these casts to the viewers.
Appreciate it, boss. All the casters have put in a sizable amount of work and contributing to the community, and we're here again to celebrate the team playing experience. That's the magic of Onward VR, especially in VRML.
Yep. So that's all I have. You have anything else?
No, I can't wait to see you guys next week.
Yep. We'll see you next week. Until then, y'all be good.
Onward VRML is brought to you by Downpour Interactive. Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.